Hi, Ann Schmalzigan, realtor, Mary Kay consultant, actress, editor, assistant producer, um, Renaissance woman. Coming at you today. We don't have anything going on with the deck out back, but I figured how did we come to this decision might help you in your trek to get your deck. That rhymed. I didn't mean for it to rhyme. Anyways, so we thought about having a deck years and years ago. We have a bi-level house, which is kind of like a ranch on top and a finished basement on the bottom. And over the years, we've tried to utilize the downstairs more, but it's kind of useless to us. So anyways, so we just live in this ranch house basically. And we have no outdoor life on the top level. On the bottom level, we've had that patio that you've seen, which is kind of a mess. We've had that for the past almost 19 years, I guess. We've been here almost 19 years. And it's always been a discussion between my husband and I. Do we want to just finish off the patio and make that pretty? Or do we want to build a deck on the second level? Well, his concern was always that having the deck on the second level would make the downstairs too dark. And it is a really pretty sight to come in the front door and be able to look straight out to the backyard. It is very pretty down there. We have a nice patio door down there. So we just did nothing, unfortunately. It really was a money decision. And this year we came into a little bit of money and fortunately are able to do this project right now. So that's why we're here. So we decided that the deck would be definitely more useful to us. You know, whenever you're cooking outside, you have to go all the way down the stairs and then out. And it's a pain in the neck. So having picnics outside is something we would like to do more of, but we just don't do it because it's a pain in the neck. So I won. We're getting the deck. Obviously, you already knew that if you've been watching. So where do you start with this deck decision? You know, what size do you get? What design do you get? Who do you call? So I did naturally the most intelligent thing to do, and I went straight to Facebook. Just kidding. I mean, yes, I did go to Facebook. I put it out there. I asked people, you know, what do you like about your deck? And, you know, what kind of deck do you have? And of course, I got a lot of great ideas from friends and strangers, which was nice. So two key things that I just want to point out for you to consider as well is lighting. You have to have a lighting plan out there because, you know, you're going to want to enjoy your deck at night. So we're still kind of in flux with that. We're still trying to figure out what we're doing with the stairs, but we'll figure that out. And then the other thing that a girlfriend, very close sorority sister of mine, suggested was a drink rail. Very important. And a drink rail is, you know, about the length, or the width, I should say, of your board. And then it allows you, obviously, to put your drinks there, but you can also put other things up there. You know, say you're just trying to get stuff on the table and you just need to set a plate there real quick before you grab it and put on the table. If you have one of those rounded tops, you can't do that. You just can't do it. So that was an important thing to me, to get that drink rail. And also, I'm also thinking about maybe in the future, maybe adding on some flower pots on the side. And if we have something that's flat like this, it might be easier to attach. I don't know. Haven't decided yet, whatever. So the next thing was, do we go with wood or do we go with, you know, a composite? And I know that my parents kind of went through the whole wood first and then add on the composite later. Because, you know, 15, 20, 25 years ago, wood was a lot cheaper. But now, thank you, COVID, the prices of both are like sky high right now. And it's not just because people are doing more outside and so the demand is higher, but also the supply is lower right now because people have been sick, people haven't been working. So we just don't have that supply there anymore right now. So that's why our prices are going nuts right now. Will they come back down? I don't know. I wish I had a crystal ball and I could tell you that. I have no idea. So thinking about the deck that I wanted, It was not to be just utilitarian, but to also be beautiful. And so, you know, I took a walk around the block with my husband, taking a look at everybody else's deck. What do I like that they have? What don't I like? And it needed to be pretty, but it also needed to be functional. I know that most decks you walk out on, they're beautiful, that are like the dark colors. Oh, I love the dark colors. They're so pretty, but they're so hot underneath the foot. And I like to be barefoot. My son likes to be barefoot. My husband, not so much. But having something that was lighter was important to me so that it could be a little bit lighter underfoot. So I asked people, you know, what brand did you use? And the biggest thing that came out, of course, was Trex. You know, I believe that they're the original, and, you know, they're the ones that started this whole composite thing. And so, of course, I got the Trex books, I got some samples, and took a look at Trex. I also know that they're really expensive. So I asked the contractors, you know, what do you recommend? What do you like? My friends on Facebook, they recommended going with a company called TimberTech. TimberTech has some great coloring. What's really neat about it is that it's got a solid bottom, unlike some of the other ones, but it's not the same look as the top. So it's not reversible when you're putting in the deck. So something to think about, but it is a really good product. You know, all of them are really good products these days. So another contractor of mine, friend of mine, suggested Wolf. Wolf is another great company that is now, I believe, with Azek or Fiberon. I can't remember. Anyways, Wolf. They also have beautiful railings. They have great books that you can pick up at any of the lumber stores or you know, some of the deck stores. There's deck stores out there, and they have some beautiful colors. And I really thought, you know, I had the color that I wanted, and I wanted to go Wolf. And then it came down to price. Yes, they were really expensive. You want to see something that is also really expensive? Went to one of these deck stores that does nothing but decks, and this is a really neat product. It is basically like cool to the touch. They had a really neat display where there was a heating lamp on the blocks, and they were on Trex as well as these. And what was neat is that you put your hand on the Trex and it was like, okay, that's warm. Yep, that's warm. And then you put it on these and it was like, wow, huh. It was still warm, but you could feel the difference between the Trex and this. I can't remember the name of it, but as you can imagine, really freaking expensive. So you want to be sure when you're picking out your product that it's going to be available. The color ultimately that I wanted is in very limited supply. It's a brand new color, and therefore they don't have a whole heck of a lot. And it was this one? Yeah, Cabana by Fiber on Good Life. So Fiber on Good Life, it's got this, you know, scalloped edge to it. So it's going to look a little funky from the underside, but how many times do you look up at the underside of your deck? I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I have no idea. But I liked the color because it was light. If you noticed my house in the other videos, our house is Tony Taupe is the color name. And so this would have gone really well with it. It also has a little bit of gray in it, and we might decide to go gray with our house color at some point because we still haven't put siding on our house. So that might be our choice. However, what everybody has gone with and what our guy had suggested was Beach House. So Beach House is what we're going with. It's a gray. It has some little inflections in it, so it is going to kind of look a little bit more natural. There is also another one that they have, can't remember the name of it. Anyways, that doesn't have that color variation as much. So Fiberon, they're the ones. And this is the color that we're going with, Beach House. So take a look around, put it, get the samples. I mean, yes, I have way too many samples. Put them up against your house, see what you think. Think about the heat. Is your deck going to be in the sun a lot of the time? Maybe you'll even think about something to put over top of your deck to shade the deck. We haven't thought about that yet. I mean, we've thought about it in passing, but we're gonna hold off on doing that for now. Just get the deck built, just get it done, and see what happens. So there you go, a little education on the different things that are out there, why we chose it. Make sure that you choose something that you're going to be happy with. I'll talk about railings another day, maybe when we put our railings in, and why we went with what we did. But that's the deck stuff for now. So hope you enjoyed.